the month of Ramadan, and specifically what Laylatul Qadr means for the month. The verse in the Quran that the word comes from, Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadri. The inzal, which is the alighting of the Quran, coming down. Nazala means to come down, like rain comes down. When a guest alights, he's called a nazil, because they descend upon your house. And so the coming down of the Quran, according to this chapter, which is the chapter Surah Al-Qadr, in the last juz of the Quran, this coming down, according to the Quran, is that inna anzalnahu, the pronoun hu there refers back to the Quran. And it's very unusual generally in Arabic. You don't use a pronoun unless you have a referent. So the antecedent, what the pronoun goes back to, generally has to be actually stated. But in this verse, it's not. And the Mufassirun say the reason for that is because it's just known. In other words, it's a way of magnifying the reality of the Quran. So in anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr. Qadr is a very, very complicated word in the Arabic language. It means different things. But one of the meanings of Qadr is rank or stature. So somebody who is dhu Qadr is somebody of stature or rank in a society. And so a night of Qadr is a night of great stature or rank with God, this Laylatul Qadr. And then the ulama differ about what the Qadr here means, because the Quran in another verse where it says that it was revealed on a blessed night, and it says that every important or momentous affair is delineated on that night. In other words, that yufraqu means there's a furqan, so it's literally it's specified what's going to happen. And so from that, one of the meanings that's taken is that this is a night where the aqdar, or those things that are measured out for the coming year, are also put forth. And so it's an important night from that perspective, because we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has measured everything out, that He qaddara kulla shay'in. And this is one of the things that we believe in the creed that we adhere to. There are 6 objects of faith that the Prophet ﷺ described in the sound hadith when Jibreel ﷺ asked him what faith was. And one of them was, he said, that you believe in the qadar, khayrihi wa sharrihi, that you believe in the qadar, or what is measured out. Some use the word fate, which comes from our Old English, the idea of what's fated for you, what's decreed for you. But the problem with that is that you get into the problem of determinism, and this is something that Muslims, we don't believe that things are determined without participating in that determination. In other words, that the human being has free will. And so this is one of the divine secrets, and Imam al-Tahawi says it's something that you can't really penetrate, how things are determined, and yet at the same time how we have free will in our own lives, how we act, and we have to take responsibility for our actions, and we will be judged according to our actions. So this is a balance. In essence, it's one way of looking at it is like you have Newtonian physics and you have quantum physics, and you can't apply the two at the same level. Newtonian physics doesn't apply at the quantum level, and quantum physics doesn't apply at the Newtonian level. They're different ways of looking at the same reality from different dimensions. And so the same is true for this mukhayyar musayyar problem in theology, that Allah has decreed everything, and yet we earn our actions.